Good evening, Vikings. Tonight we have a very special match between your Niles North Vikings against the Lincoln Park Lions. We had some technical difficulties at the start of the game, but right now we're tuning into a free kick on the Viking side. A very dangerous free kick, might I say. Nathan, what do you think they're going to do here?
I think she's going to go ahead and take the shot as she's doing right now. Yep, she takes the shot. Good save by the Niles North goalkeeper. Good job maintaining possession of the ball.
Ashley does great there to keep that ball in front of her and not lose control of it. There was pressure from one of the attackers to try and cause her to make a mistake, but she's calm and comfortable there.
Yeah, do you think that was the right choice by the Lincoln Park player to take that shot there?
Yeah, I think it was a great idea. There goes a pass from Giselle Slag. It's a really dangerous attack. Ooh, great tackle there. Giselle running down the wing. Giselle plays it across goal. Oh, what a goal immediately.
Great goal and a great assist by Giselle.
Giselle, might we add, is wearing her sister's number due to the fact that her sister's out for the entire season. This is a great sign from Giselle Slag. This is something we love at our school. The support of our siblings and fellow players. Brianna Tatar scores the goal there. Great assist by Giselle. Great finish. Calm.
Yeah, it was a great goal there. The Vikings stayed calm and collected all the way up the attack with a great pass for a great finish. What do you think of that goal, Mark?
I think it was a great goal. Very reminiscent of the last goal they scored here at home this early on against the Grays Lake North Knights. Celeste taking the throw in. A throw in for the Niles North Vikings again.
It's going to be a good throw in there up the line. The Vikings are going to get a good chance of the ball here. It's going to be another throw in for the Vikings.
This might create a very dangerous chance. We're really close to the Lions net. And, we're looking for a good throw in here. The ball losing. The players are losing track of the ball there. Another Viking throw in. We're hoping for a good outcome here. Could be a little dangerous throw in into the box.
Yep. The Vikings are keeping possession of the ball after the throw in. Going back to about midfield, playing it calm. They know they're up by 1 goal, so they can play a little more relaxed. Oh, pushing up the field again for another offensive attack. It's going to be the Lions with the ball now. Oh, the Vikings get the possession back.
The Vikings currently trying to fight for possession in midfield. And it's honestly a battle for the ball right now. Neither team maintaining possession well. But, this is a Lions attack here. It's a bit dangerous, but the defense is there to stop them. That's great defense there.
And something to keep in mind for this game is it's absolutely freezing out there. What do you think that's going to play into the game, Mark?
I think it's going to affect more the players on the bench than the players playing, because the players playing are going to warm up, but the players off the bench need more time to warm up and be prepared to play because they're going to be freezing cold.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, once you go into the bench, you're going to be freezing. It's going to be hard to warm back up. Once you get on the field, it's going to take a couple minutes to reacclimate yourself, and it's going to be a great shot by the Vikings. Nearly a goal. Oh! And it's going to be another goal for the Vikings. They're going to be up 2-0 now, only 5 minutes into the game. That's a great goal by the Vikings.
Great goal there. That was a great shot. Keeper couldn't maintain possession there. And then due to the power of the shot, the ball just rolled in after the keeper got a touch to it. Great shot there.
Yeah, this is a great start for the Vikings. They're up 2-0 with only about 5 minutes into the game. Hopefully they can keep this aggressive attack, keep on going with it, and score many more goals, and hopefully glide to an easy win.
Look, the immediate pressure there from the Vikings. This is what you love to see, is the players playing their heart out. The Lions have the ball here, and they lose possession in the midfield again. And the Vikings trying to keep control. Oriana plays it back to Celeste. Celeste plays it out wide. Gabby, great touches there to Oriana. They're maintaining good possession here. Each player is taking tiny, tiny touches, keeping control. Really, this could really lead to a good attack. Layla hits it up to the midfield again. Possession is still with the Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings are playing great so far, already up 2-0. What do you think the Vikings can do to maintain this lead, Mark?
If you continue to maintain possession, I think you win this game due to the fact that the other team not touching the ball is going to frustrate them, which could cause fouls to start flying in, which then you maintain more of the possession, you keep control, and you just can be calm.
Yeah, I would agree, and it's pretty hard to score without the ball, so possession is definitely going to help in this one, as the Lions do a good free kick up to the Vikings attacking third.
The Lions have been decent from set pieces so far. Right now, down the wing. Let's see what happens here. Celeste trying to fight for the ball. Celeste guards the player off, and it's another goal kick for the Vikings. The Vikings now need to just maintain possession, keep calm. You know, you're up 2, but it's a 2-goal lead is not secure. As we've talked about, as it has been talked about from the coaches before, a 2-goal lead is never secure until you know that until you know it's like in your grasp. Like it could always flip immediately.
Yeah, leads can be dangerous sometimes because you can get comfortable being up, thinking you're safe. You don't have to work as hard anymore, but you have to keep working with the same discipline you have been in the beginning of the game so you can win the game.
Yeah, you need to stay focused and know that you are not too far ahead. And you also need to continue playing with the same curiosity that you started with, because if you start being comfortable, then you are going to lack the final edge, and you're going to start acting like you've already won the game.
Yeah, I mean, worst case worst, the Lions got a goal. We still need to keep the attack strong because we're still going to be up in that scenario.
Yeah, the players just need to keep calm and stay confident, because when you lose confidence or you play unlike yourself, then that's when you start blowing leads. Right now, though, the Lions are in the Vikings' half, currently around the 20-yard line with another throw-in. I'd like to see the defenders stay tight to their marks. Another throw for the Lincoln Park Lions.
Yeah, it's seeming so far like this is going to be a very offensive game. It's been in both attacking thirds for a majority of the game. Haven't seen too much play in the midfield. It's been going right through the midfield. Hopefully we can see a very action-packed game with a lot of goals.
Yeah, and the Vikings are known for scoring goals. We've had very great goal scorers all over our program. The Vikings are actually coming into this game off a 3-0 win, with Addison Lockerbie scoring a hat trick. She's currently on pace to break Quinn Graham's goal-scoring record at Niles North.
Yeah, Quinn Graham set a great record with how many goals was it, Mark?
33.
That's very impressive, and it would be even more impressive for someone to beat it.
Actually, I think the goal record, the new one, I know he set one once previously last year, which was 33, but I think this year it was 42 or 43 if I'm not mistaken.
Very impressive. A great athlete there in Quinn. We have a lot of great athletes like that at our school. And it's going to be a shot by the Lions. The Niles North Vikings make sure to maintain their lead.
The ball is getting cleared out. Let's see what the Vikings do here. The ball's booted up. Giselle Slag running after it. Giselle's really fast there. As we know, she's the wide player who's one of the quickest players on the field every game.
Yeah, speed can be a very important thing, especially on those wings there, where you can help get the ball up, pass any defenders, cross it in for a goal, like we saw with that first goal.
Yeah, currently the Vikings are on the attack. They're out wide. Great cut in. Great shot. Oh, that's another goal. They're up 3 in 10 minutes. This is stunning displays here.
This is absolutely amazing play by the Vikings right now. They're up 3-0, only 10 minutes into the game. If they can keep this up, I mean, we're going to have a lot of goals for the Vikings, and it will be great.
That finish was spectacular. You can't practice that. That's how good that finish was.
I would agree. That's one of the best finishes I've ever seen.
The Lions are still trying to fight, though. They're on the attack right now. Great tackle there. Great tackle. That could have been a dangerous free kick, but that tackle was spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, the Vikings aren't only playing great offense, they're playing great defense, too, making sure that not only they're scoring goals, but the Lions aren't.
It's a Vikings throw-in right now. The ball headed back. The Vikings still trying to maintain possession, and that's what you want to see. But currently the Lions are running down the wing again. The ball is near the corner. They try to cut it back, but can't. Layla's there to clear it up again.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. We've seen a lot of play from both sides, offenses and defenses, but still not a lot of play in the midfield. But we see the ball going up the midfield now, up the left side of the pitch.
Gabby was trying to fight there to go further down the wing. The ball, it is a Vikings throw in there. The players on the Lions thought it was theirs, but the confusion was cleared up by the referee there.
Hopefully the Vikings can make something out of this throw and be a little productive here. They're going to go ahead and for the throw in. Good turn by the Vikings player there. Going up the sideline. It's going to be a cross in here, it looks like. Oh, it's going to be out of bounds for another Vikings throw in.
Addison there was probably looking to cross it into the middle. We've been really dangerous in the middle so far this game. The ball's played in. Great play. Oh, Gabby tries to cut it back but cannot. It is a Vikings corner now. Our Vikings are really dangerous on the corners.
Yeah, this could be a very dangerous corner here. Set pieces are always a place where it's a good time to score goals. Hopefully we can get another goal here, make it a huge 4-0 lead. Only about 15 minutes into this game. It's a great cross in. Bounces around the box. Bunch of headers. Oh, good shot by a Vikings player. It's bouncing around the box still. Hopefully the Vikings can make something out of this. Still in the box.
There was a lot of pinball action there, but the Lions end up with possession. They boot it up, but the Vikings again regain it. Celeste trying to cut in now. Plays it down to Lauren Saifu. Giselle Slag on the ball now. Plays it back. It was again played further back. Booted up. Decent touch there. Lauren trying to fight for the ball there.
Lions making an attack here. Pushing into the Vikings half. Pretty deep. It looks like it's going to be a throw-in for the Vikings. Or no, for the Lions. Hopefully the Vikings can put a stop to this attack by the Lions and maintain their 3-goal lead.
The Lions currently have a throw-in again in the Vikings half. The Lions haven't been creating much from these throw-ins, but we'd love to see the great Viking defense continue to be themselves. Something I'd really like to know is what the coaches talk to these players about, because they've come in with extra intensity so far this game. The ball's played over the top. Again. Oh my God, another brilliant goal there. That was a great finish there.
That was an absolute banger to the top left corner. A great goal scored by the Vikings. Up 4-0 now. Only about 15 minutes into the game. This is an absolutely amazing performance so far. It's just goals galore.
I'm pretty sure that was Addison Lockerbie, which at this rate, she's going to break Quinn's record. Addison Lockerbie is a Virginia Tech commit. Any thoughts on that, Nathan?
Yeah, it's very impressive to be committed to a program that is such a high-level program when it comes to girls soccer.
Lockerbie fighting for the ball there. It is a Lions throw-in really deep in their own territory. There could be a cause for mistakes here. The Lions are trying to get it out of their own territory. They're swarmed by Vikings players right now, but they managed to get it out and are trying to play down the wing. But again, Vikings regain possession. Down the wing, Gabby's trying to go down the wing right now. Speaking of Gabby, we'd like to shout her out for her performance today on her physics exam. Really emphasizing the student and student athlete.
Yeah, it's important to not only be a good athlete, but also a good student. And if you can do both at the same time, it's very impressive.
Here at North, we really try to emphasize being students and athletes, but more emphasis on the student part.
Yeah, as a student athlete yourself, Mark. As a student. Oh, that's a fifth goal. Still only about 15 minutes into the game. This is just an absolutely stunning performance by the Vikings so far.
This is a thrashing by the Vikings right now. These players are playing out of their mind. It's 5-0 with only almost 20 minutes passed. This is insane.
Yeah, they're playing with great chemistry, some great passing out there, and it's just leading to a bunch of goals. Back to being a student athlete. As a student athlete yourself, Mark, how do you make sure to not only perform on the field, but make sure you're keeping up with your schoolwork?
Honestly, you need to make sure you know what you're doing. You need to stay organized. You need to know what work you have to do, and then you need to put a time work there. You can't overwork yourself due to the fact that being an athlete and a student can both be stressful, and you need to manage it well.
Yeah, I would agree. You always need to make sure you're keeping time for every part of your life.
Now back to the game. The Lions have another throw-in in the Vikings territory, but the throw-in is way overhead of their player. The Lions are really trying to fight right now for the ball. They're currently, again, dispossessed. Ball played back. Oriana trying to run in through. Oriana fighting for the ball, gaining possession, but the referee says it's a foul. I think he might have saw like maybe a grab, maybe a little extension of the arm. What do you think?
Yeah, I think clearly the referee saw something that we couldn't really see from up here, but I'm sure it was a great call. And it hasn't been a super aggressive game so far, but maybe it'll become a little more aggressive. But as long as the Vikings can keep scoring all these goals, I think it will be a great game.
Yeah, and then another set piece by the Lions, but this time it's stopped early in its tracks by the Vikings. Addison Lockerbie with the ball, plays it through to Brianna. Brianna trying to play. Oh, the keeper comes out. Fearless there.
Yeah, that was a great decision by the keeper there to come out to try and stop the ball. It can be really risky there because if the player gets past.
Oh, we have a player down. We never want to see that. It's a little tragedy, but let's hope they're okay.
Yeah, it looks like she's going to be okay. She's back up, walking over towards her bench. Hopefully she'll be perfectly fine.
We have substitutions for both teams right now. The Vikings get the drop ball. Lauren Seifeld plays it back to Layla. Layla clears it up forward. Hit off a Lions player. Off of Layla again. And the Vikings are still trying to fight for possession there. The Lions try to play it up, but no one is up top there. And the Vikings get the ball easily and try to boot it forward.
Yeah, the Vikings have definitely been maintaining possession for most of this game so far. Hopefully they can continue to do that, as possession clearly is leading to goals for them.
There's a free kick called there for another Lions free kick in their own half, which usually doesn't lead to any danger, but you never know.
The Vikings have possession, pushing it up towards the goal again. Maybe they'll get another one here. It's a great pass. It's a great pass for a great shot. Oh, a great save by the Lions goalie. Nearly a goal.
That was a spectacular save there. Great reactions there by the keeper.
It's going to be a set piece for the Vikings, though. A corner kick could be dangerous here. They might have another opportunity for a goal.
Yeah, last Vikings corner was really dangerous and was really like pinballing around, but it was stopped in its tracks, but then the Vikings again recycled the ball and tried to attack again.
As the corner is about to be kicked right now, it's going to be a great pass into the middle. Oh, it's going to be on top of the goal, so it's going to be a goal kick for the Lions. Maybe the Lions can make something out of this goal kick, push up the field quick. They need to start producing some offense here, as they've fallen behind by quite the deficit. But hopefully the Vikings can keep pushing too and keep scoring goals, maybe make that deficit even bigger. Only about 20 minutes into the game still, and the Vikings are 5 up. Oh, it's straight to a Vikings player. It's going to be a great shot. And another great save by the Lions goalie. It's going to be through the uprights for a corner kick.
That was a great save there. She pushed it onto the bar. That would have gone in. Any other time if the keeper wasn't there to like make that great save.
Yeah, it was a great save by the keeper. Push it right into the uprights. Only in America can you see a soccer game being played with uprights behind the goal.
God bless America. No. Another corner kick there. Pushes the cone out of the way. Crossed in. The ball in the middle. The keeper gets it.
The Lions keeper is having a great game so far. It looks like
despite conceding 5 goals, the keeper's been showing out well. I feel like you need to give them their plaudits.
Yeah, I think there actually might have been a keeper substitution that we missed in there somewhere, and it looks like the new keeper is definitely putting a lot of spirit into the Lions' defense and stopping a lot of goals here.
The ball's played over the top again, and the Vikings keep playing it over. And it's been very dangerous.
We have a pretty good fan turnout here for how cold it is. What do you think of the fan turnout today, Mark?
I'm surprised a little bit, but I mean, the quality of this Vikings team really brings people to come out because they're enjoyable to watch. Even if it is freezing cold, people will still want to come and watch them play.
Yeah, I'm very impressed today by the Vikings. It's been a great game to watch, and I can only hope that there'll be more fans at the next game.
Yeah, and honestly, Lincoln Park is a great team. This is just the Vikings have been on a different level today. And, honestly, it's just been a different Vikings team than we've seen before.
Yeah, it looks like with every game they keep on improving, especially as seen in this game with a great 5 goals in only the first 20 minutes.
And the defense has been stellar there, like right there. That was a great interception.
Yeah, defense is very important. I mean, you can score 5 goals, but with a bad defense, it wouldn't be anything. So it's a good thing the Vikings have a great defense to make sure no goals are let in by the Lions.
Yeah, and then the the Lions have another throw in, and they throw it this time into the box, which could low key be dangerous. The ball is out for another goal kick for the for the Vikings.
Yeah, and the Vikings are playing today, and it's a great day for sports today, as it's the start of March Madness, and it's been a great tournament so far with that too.
March Madness is a great tournament, and right now the Vikings lose possession again in the middle, but they regain it again. Oh, that was a little collision there, but hopefully she's okay.
It looks like, unfortunately, we're going to have an injury here. Hopefully, the player is all okay.
You never want to see any injuries on the soccer pitch, as it really ruins like many careers, and we don't want to see any injuries here. We'd like to see clean games and players to be perfectly fine.
Yeah, unfortunately, there is a shortage of referees in the IHSA right now. So if you're 16 or older, you can go ahead and head over to ihsa.org and apply to be a referee yourself. Especially if you love playing sports, it can be a great opportunity to watch a lot of sports and also be involved in the games, even not as a player.
And ages 14 to 15 can train to become IHSA referees, and that we'd love to see more referees out there. As usually it is a thankless job, but referees do their best, and they're also humans, and we'd love to see more referees out there because they help the game progress.
Yeah, what do you think? Do you ever think you'd become a referee, Mark?
Honestly, I wouldn't be against that. I would keep that open because I want to be involved with the game I love, and these referees just want to be around soccer, and they do a great job at their work.
Yeah, they definitely all have a passion for soccer. I mean, they're at soccer games all the time reffing them, and it can be a tough job, but I think they love it all.
Yeah, and that's why I'd always keep the option open.
So make sure, if you're 16 and above and interested in becoming a referee, or even 14 and 15 interested in training to become a referee, you go over to ihsa.org where you can apply to become one. Yeah, and I mean, if you love soccer, there's a lot of positions you could be involved in, even if it's not a player. What positions would you be interested in, Mark?
I'd always be open to becoming a coach of some kind. It's always a fun job, and we have great coaches here in our program that help our players become better day by day. There's also, if you're involved in school here, you should also look into going into Viking media, and we can always use more commentators, people to help with the cameras, and it's very fun, as I say so myself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm having a great time being a commentator right now. So definitely, if you're interested in being involved in all the sports that we offer here at Niles North, you can join Viking Media and do numerous things with sports. It looks like whoever that injured Vikings player is up now. She looks like she's walking on her own legs to the sideline. Hopefully she'll be okay and recover quickly.
Hopefully she's fine and she recovers quickly. We never like to see our own Vikings injured, or any player for that matter of fact.
Yeah, I know you've dealt with some injury, Mark. How does it feel going through an injury, and how does it feel to go through the recovery process? And can it be troubling sometimes to your mental game?
Yeah, it can be an issue, but strong players always come back, and I feel like she's strong enough to come back in the maybe next game. You never know.
Yeah, hopefully she'll be back as soon as possible and make a very quick recovery. As the game has come back to action, we have Vikings passing the ball around, looking to make another attack for hopefully another Viking goal, go up 6-0.
The Vikings have been playing really good this game, and we're hoping to continue that trend deeper into the first half, which with only 17 minutes left.
Yeah, and hopefully this great Viking play doesn't only continue for the rest of this game, but for the rest of their season, so they can go on to do great things this season.
They've been a pretty good team this year, and they've been consistent in the way they play and the way they work. Anella's there fighting for the ball. There's Oriana trying again to regain possession. The ball's booted up again by Layla. Anella fighting for the ball again, forcing the Lions to go out of bounds, and another Vikings throw in.
Being that the Vikings are up by so much, what do you think they should do to maintain their lead throughout the rest of this game, Mark?
Stay concentrated, because when you lose concentration, you start blowing leads. Even a 5-goal lead can be blown very quickly because we still have like almost 55 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, you can never get comfortable. That's the worst thing to do in a situation like this. You think you're up 5-0, and then you look back at the clock a second later if you get comfortable, and you can become down all of a sudden.
The Vikings again have possession in the middle of the park. Sent out wide to Giselle Slag, who tries to play it to the other wing. Pass is not strong enough.
Yeah, I think the Vikings have done a great job this game, making sure they're pushing the ball up the sides of the field, especially up the wings, and making great passes into the box for great goals.
Speaking of great passes, that was a good pass from Oriana to try to play it out wide to Giselle Slag. The Lions are pushing down the wing. Oriana trying to chase the player. Great challenge there from Oriana. Physical challenge, but clean.
And she's a really great defender, making sure that there's no Lions players getting past her. And all the defenders have been great today. I mean, there really hasn't been any great line attacks that I can remember really getting close to scoring any goals.
Yeah, and honestly, Oriana's really versatile player. She can play in the attack and she can play defensively. She's a really good player there.
Yeah, I think the whole Vikings team are great players. I mean, they've been playing great today, that's for sure.
Yeah, we have very versatile players on this team. Many of them can play an array of positions and be comfortable in all of them. The Vikings have another throw-in, but in our half this time, looking to take it out of danger and not have any mistakes happen. Celeste throws it down the wing. Maya Garcia gets it, tries to play it up high. Anella fighting for the ball, trying to play it through.
With only about 13 and a half minutes left in this half, I think the Vikings just need to make sure they do a good job keeping their composure and keeping this lead as big as it is, and maybe even increasing it.
I feel like looking to increase it could also open them up for more attacks, but that is a great option of emphasis is to try to build on this lead. But, you don't want to lose your concentration defensively trying to attack continuously.
Yeah, I mean, with a lead like this, the most important thing definitely becomes defense, because if with a lead, you just need to make sure no goals are scored on you, and you'll win the game. The Vikings seem to keep on putting pressure on the Lions defense, although the Lions defense has definitely become more adept to defending against this Vikings offense that has been so powerful so far this game. And the Vikings defense doing another great job to defend off the Lions. It's going to be out of bounds for a Lions throw in. Hopefully the Vikings can maintain their defensive composure to make sure nothing wild happens here.
The Vikings now trying to fight back for possession in their own half, but it's another Lions throw-in. The Lions throw it in and head it away towards our goalkeeper. Ashley picks it up and calm hands there.
With such a big lead as they have now, what do you think this halftime conversation is going to look like?
I feel like coach is probably going to tell them to keep calm and not act like they've already won the game, and to continue playing with the same intensity that they came into the game with, and not try to pull off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it can be a little cliche, but some say you want to play like it's still 0-0.
Still 0-0, as they say. The Vikings clear it up again. So another Lions throwing after a fierce tackle there. It was very physical, but according to the referee, clean.
Yeah, physical play hasn't been a big factor in this game so far, but it seems to be becoming a factor increasingly more.
Look at the pace there. That's insane. A great solo run could lead to another goal. Oh, hits the side netting. That's tragic there.
That was an outstanding run, very quick, and there's not much the defense can do against speed like that.
That was a great run there, but just into the side netting. Almost a great goal.
Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties here with the live stream. It seems as the screen has gone black.
Our Vikings are in the Lions half, and they do currently have a throw-in, and we'll try our best to explain what's happening in words. Currently, the ball went out again for another Lions throw-in this time in their own half. The teams have been very physical this half so far. At the end of it, it's been clean though. Physical but clean. That's what you like to see. The Lions are throwing it in again over the top, but the Vikings stop it, and it's booted up forwards to our attack. The Lions trying to play it out wide, but our players are strong enough to stop him.
It's going up the sidelines now for a Lions throw-in. It's up to about the 20-yard line on the Vikings half. Booted up into the 18-yard box for the Lions. They have a good opportunity here to score a goal, but it looks like the Vikings defense is going to do it again, keep the ball away. They're trying to clear it up the field. They're still back at about the 10-yard line, moving up towards midfield now, past the Lions player. The Vikings have the ball still, moving up towards almost the 50-yard line. Lions get the ball back, pushing back towards the Vikings goal.
Okay, the Vikings currently have the ball at their own 30-yard line. Addison Lockerbie tries to play it up forward. The ball is regained by the Vikings. They're fighting forward. They're pressing, and let's see what happens here. Oh, great feet there. The second defender comes and stops the attack, causing another Vikings throw-in.
The Vikings have a throw in here. It's at about their maybe 5-yard line. The Lions' 5-yard line, that is. They're gonna throw it back, and they're gonna kick it into the 18-yard box. The Lions take possession away though. It's dangerous. The Vikings have the ball. It's a great shot. Great save by the goalie though. The Lions are gonna have the ball. The goalie has the ball.
The keeper's getting ready to boot it up. The keeper boots it up to about the 40-yard line. The Vikings regain possession here. Oriana turning, trying to find space. Great composure there. The ball's still with the Vikings at around the 20-yard line. Addison Lockerbie trying to find space. Oh, heavy tackle there.
That was they had a very rough tackle. The Lions have the ball pushing it up the field though. The Vikings goalkeeper is going to do a good job stopping it so far. It's going to go out of bounds, and it looks like it's going to be a Vikings throw-in. We do have an injured player. She seems to be getting up, though, walking it off. It looks like she's going to be all right. It was a rough tackle on her. Hopefully she's going to be okay.
It was a really rough tackle, but it's great to see her getting up and walking, and trying to walk it off. It is actually a Lions throw-in the Vikings' 20-yard line. The Lions trying to create something, but the Vikings just trap one of the players and stop them from being able to get the ball. Oh, no, the referee actually gives that as a foul. I thought it was going out for a throw-in, but it is instead a Lions free kick at around the corner of the box near the 10-yard line.
Yeah, there's only 6 minutes left in the game. It's a Lions and a half. A Lions free kick into the Vikings goalie who grabs it easily. The Vikings have the ball. The goalie's going to punt it to about
Anello trying to get the goal there. Oh, great goal-saving tackle there. Anello still trying to fight for the ball. The Vikings are currently pressing on, and it's a Lions throw-in near the 10-yard line, near their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, sorry we were gone for a little bit there. Having a lot of technical difficulties right now, as you can see by the stream. So for right now, we're just going to do a play-by-play. Hopefully you can keep up with what's going on in the game. There's only about a minute and a half left. The Vikings are still up 5-0, as you guys can see on your screen. And then the Vikings are going for a throw-in. It's going to be at the Lions about 20-yard line. The Vikings have the ball. The Lions are pushing up the field relentlessly, but the Vikings get the ball back at about the Lions' 30-yard line. They're pushing forward, but the Lions are getting the ball back, pushing up towards midfield. Vikings get the ball back again. The Vikings are doing a lot with the possession right now. They're about the Lions' 40-yard line. It's really just back and forth between the Lions and the Vikings. The Vikings have the ball at midfield, pushing it back towards their defenders. There's only about 45 seconds left, so they're probably just going to try and stay calm, not let any goals in. The Vikings have the ball at the Lions' 30-yard line. Big fight between, not fight, but big battle between the players there to get the ball. But the Lions have the ball, pushing up the field. Only about 20 seconds left. and it's out of bounds. It looks like it's going to be a Vikings throw in. Yeah, there's only about 15 seconds left, so I don't anticipate much more happening in this half. Hopefully, we can fix the technical difficulties we're having right now during the halftime break, and hopefully we'll be back up for the second half with the video.
Before we go off with right now, but we'd like to give you a little halftime review. So far in the game, the Vikings have been controlling a lot offensively. The Lions haven't been creating many chances. It's been a very great defense there. It's also been a really good midfield showing from the Vikings, and the attackers have been very clinical. We've had maybe 9 shots, and we've scored 5 of them. It's been very good up front.
Yeah, I agree, and hopefully we can continue with the same play in the second half, and hopefully we can have the stream back up with the video. We'll see you in the second half.
Half.
this is the cable that you stepped on and broke. Okay. Hey, we're back. And it looks like we have the video feed back up.
And the Lions are still trying to fight and come back in this game. And they've been on the front foot this entire start of this half. But I can see that the Vikings will continue to be solid in the back, and they're probably going to create more chances going forward. Layla clears it up forward. It is touchdown by a Lions player down to the wing. The Lions are continuing to try to go down the wing. A curling ball goes in, but no one near there, but touches off the Vikings player into another Lions player. And a free kick is given by the referee near the corner of the box next to the 10-yard line. This could be really dangerous. What do you think?
Yeah, it definitely could be. Hopefully the Vikings can keep up the defensive composure they've had the whole game so far and prevent any future goals from happening. And it looks like it's going to be kicked in by the Lions. It's going to soar over the goal, and it's looking like it's going to be a goal kick for the Vikings.
I feel like from that free kick, you try to play it into the box instead of shooting because it's not a really good angle. But I see where the idea was, and it could have been really dangerous.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Lions were just trying to get the ball towards the goal and hope that it goes in, which is a good strategy considering they have a lot of goals to score to catch up with the Vikings. But hopefully the Vikings defense can keep doing what they've been doing the whole game and prevent any goals from happening. And hopefully the Vikings offense can keep doing what they've been doing the whole game and score even more goals.
The Vikings clear it out again for another Lions throw-in.
Looks like we have about 34 and a half minutes left in this game, and both teams right now are playing pretty well, actually. Since we've come back from the half, both teams seem very rejuvenated. Seems like they got all their energy back from the rest they got during the halftime. It is still very cold out there, so I wonder how that's going to affect the play in the second half because they probably cooled down a little bit. Hopefully they can warm back up and get to how they were playing last half. It's going to be a free kick in from the Lions straight to the Vikings goalkeeper. A great catch, making sure that nothing bad happened there. It's going to be a punt from the Vikings up to it's going to have the Lions are going to get the ball back.
The Lions pushing forward, trying to make another attack, trying to get a goal. They played into the middle and cleared out again by the Vikings for another throw-in. This throw-in could lead to a dangerous attack, and we're going to see what happens here. If they try to throw it into the box, it could be really dangerous. If they try to throw it for a shorter play, they could cause a little bit of confusion from the Vikings. We do have another player down for the Lions.
Yeah, hopefully she's going to be okay and not be too injured. We're just going to have to take a little break here right now while they assess the injury. Both teams seem to be meeting up, probably planning out how they want to play out the rest of this game. What do you think the Vikings' strategy to maintain their lead should be?
They have to stay in control and try to push more on the front foot now and try to stop these continuous attacks from the Lions.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, up by 5 goals, you definitely should have more of a defensive-minded strategy because, I mean, the other team has a lot of goals to score to catch up. So as long as you can keep them from scoring those goals, you'll be in good shape.
Yeah, and the Vikings just need to stay confident and composed so no issues arise in the back and they don't have any mistakes.
It looks like the injured player is going to be okay, and we're going to continue with the play in this game. It's going to be a throw-in for the Lions, very deep into the Vikings half. Hopefully nothing comes from this. It could be very dangerous, though. What do you think, Mark?
I think depending on how they want to play it, it could cause different types of danger, but hopefully the Vikings just clear it out immediately. Play has been restarted and the player's getting ready to throw the ball in. Player has been substituted in for the Lions. Lions throwing it in to the middle of the box, cleared out immediately by the Vikings, and that's what you love to see. They're trying to push forward right now. The Vikings attack halted near midfield, and now it is another Lions throw-in.
Yeah, that was great defense there from the Vikings on that throw-in, making sure there was no chance for the Lions to get any opportunity to goal there.
Yes, and the Lions have been on the front foot this entire half. They have not stopped pushing for an attack. They have not stopped pushing for a goal. But the Vikings are still attacking here. Addison Lockerbie again through on goal. Addison Lockerbie with a great shot. Another goal for her. I'm pretty sure that's a hat trick for her. She's been spectacular this entire season. She's going to score boatloads of goals with the display she's been having. She's been playing in midfield and scoring hat tricks. She's been playing forward. She's scoring hat tricks. I feel like she's one of the best players we've had at Niles North.
Yeah, definitely. That was an absolutely amazing goal. And hopefully she can keep up this pace with all these goals this season, and she'll score an unbelievable amount of goals.
With the pace she's at right now, she could score an unbreakable record for the school. As she's one of the best players this program has had, and you can see that why she's committed to Virginia Tech.
Yeah, definitely. Very impressive play by her. She's clearly the best player on the field tonight, I'd say. The Vikings are going to have a throw-in at about the 30-yard line on their own half. It's going to be straight to the Lions, who are, back to the Vikings. The Lions have the ball now, though. A little bit stumbled up the player in the middle of the field. Vikings going to get the ball back. It's going to be the Lions' ball still, but kind of deep into the Vikings' half. Although they're pushing up for an attack into Vikings territory. It's going to be up the sideline for the Lions. Great stop by the Vikings, going straight out of bounds for a Lions throw-in.
The Lions really love going down the sidelines and trying to create chances through crosses or cutbacks, which can be really dangerous, but the Vikings have been really good down the wings. Those fullbacks have been outstanding this game.
Yeah, definitely. And the Vikings have been using a similar strategy for themselves, and it's been working very well for them as they're up 6-0. So, I mean, it's definitely a great strategy, but I just think the Vikings are playing some great defense to make sure nothing bad comes from these attacks.
Yeah, the defense has been outstanding. The story of the Vikings season so far has been great defense mixed in with very clinical finishing from our forwards up top.
Yeah, definitely. And if they can keep using that strategy, it's going to win us a lot of games this season.
Yeah, we've already have been having a great season so far. It's looking like it's going to be something great to build upon, and the program is growing really well.
Yeah, definitely. And hopefully the success is going to keep going on this season and even into more seasons to come. And the Vikings can have a great couple of seasons here with a great soccer program.
The Vikings are again on the front foot trying to push it for another attack. but the Lions stopped them in their tracks around midfield again. We've seen a lot of great fighting from our Vikings here, trying to win the ball back at midfield, anywhere, honestly. They've been putting all their effort in trying to keep the ball and fight for it.
Yeah, they're playing really well today with a lot of great team chemistry. Clearly, a lot of passing going around the field, and I think that's led to their success as the Lions haven't been able to stop all their passing that's going on. It's led to a lot of Vikings goals, and hopefully they can continue it. And they've also been playing great defense, making sure that the Lions haven't even had really any good opportunities to score a goal. The Vikings are going to be up the line here. A great pass to Giselle Slag going down the right sideline. It looks like she's going to have a good pass in, but it's going to be stopped by the Lions. They're going to push back up the sideline, pushing towards Vikings territory. Great stop by the Vikings there to get the ball back. However, the Lions have repossessed the ball. Back to the Vikings, though. It's going to be a great clear by the Vikings. The Lions are going to regain possession at midfield, though. The Lions still have the ball. They're around halfway through the field, pushing into Vikings territory. It looks like it's going to go out of bounds for a Lions throw-in.
The Lions have been on the front foot this entire half so far, but the Vikings still creating many chances, as you saw with that great goal.
Yeah, and if they can keep creating chances like that, I'm very confident that they will score even more goals in this game.
This has been a very outstanding display of the Vikings' just strength as a team and their ability, as shown there with the great touches there from Addison Lockerbie.
Yeah, and it's very impressive that they've scored 6 goals, but I think it's about equally impressive they haven't let any goals in from the other team.
It is out for Lions ball. While we have this little break and play, we'd like to shout out Danae Russell, our great hoops coach, and she does a lot of great work behind the scenes for our broadcast team, and she brings a lot of energy to both our broadcasts and our student athletes. She helps a lot of them to become more comfortable around the school and to continue to strive to be great.
The Vikings have another great opportunity here in the 18-yard box. It's going to be out of bounds for what looks like a Vikings throw-in. It's going to be the Vikings have the ball in the 18-yard box again. Hopefully they can make something out of this. Looks like the Lions are going to regain possession, though. Still deep in Vikings territory, though. The Vikings get the ball back. This can definitely be another dangerous opportunity for the Vikings to score a goal.
The Vikings have been creating a lot of chances now. They're being stronger as the game continues to go forward this half. Great turn there.
And it's impressive how consistent they've stayed throughout this game considering the conditions they're playing in. It's absolutely freezing out there. I think it's probably dropped below even 30 degrees now, which is very cold. So it's impressive how warm they've stayed throughout this game.
And these Vikings have been fighting to score again. You would think someone who's up 6-0 would be comfortable with just keeping the lead and not trying to fight for more goals, but you love to see the effort the Vikings are bringing. It shows the just level of competitiveness they have as a team. The Vikings have a corner now. It looks like Giselle Slag's taking it. She plays it on the floor. Layla tries to tap it in, but does not fall. Leah currently on the ball, playing it wide. Goalkeeper boots it up, but the Vikings and the Lions have been fighting a lot in the midfield. It's been a great show of physicality But the Vikings have been coming out on top. It just shows the midfield quality we have. Giselle Slag now again out wide, trying to cross it in, but it's out for another corner.
This game has definitely been a great display of offense by the Vikings as they've scored 6 goals, and hopefully more will come. With only about 24 and a half minutes left in the game, the Vikings have another great opportunity to score a goal here with a corner. What do you think they should do with this corner here?
I think you play it up to your taller players. Like we have Layla in there, we have Brianna. They're both really tall players who could win aerial duels. And again, Layla there. Oh, Layla Vule scores for the Vikings, making it 7-0. That was a great finish there.
That was a great goal, and they did exactly what you said, and it worked out perfectly for them. I mean, having the tall players in the box there is definitely a very helpful thing on the corner kicks, and it's going to be a 7-0 lead for the Vikings. 24 minutes left in the game, and I think they're doing a great job today.
It did take a deflection, but it's still a phenomenal goal. And from defense, Layla doing that, that's great to see.
And due to the 7th goal there scored by the Vikings, I believe the time has been cut in half. So there's now only 12 minutes left in the game. Hopefully the Vikings hold on to their lead for the time being and maybe even add some more goals. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, I feel like they could score more goals, but I think you just keep control and go into the next game possessionally intact with good confidence instead of trying to force another goal to go in and then losing your clean sheet and maybe losing some confidence while playing. Because even up 7-1, you could lose confidence, but being up 7-0, keeping control, playing well is what you need to bring into the next game.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully this great performance in this game can lead into their next game, giving them a lot of confidence that they can do the same thing next time too, and maybe even win by more goals.
Yeah, so honestly, I feel like they just keep control, they keep possession, and they'll be good to go.
That was another great pass on the sideline there. Continuing with the play on the sidelines, crossing in for goals is definitely the strategy to go with.
Yeah, and I see the great idea there from Oriana, but just doesn't come off that time. But great idea.
I'm curious, what do you think, Mark, has been the reason for the Vikings' great success in today's game?
It's been outstanding clinical finishing there up top. All of our attackers have been spectacular so far. We've had great chances being made. Some individuals have been outstanding. As players like Addison Lockerbie have been outstanding. Brianna's been great this game so far. We have Layla Vulic, who's been really good. She's been really good defensively, and then she scores another goal to add to 7. So it's just been outstanding individual and team play there.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I think how they've been playing as a team has definitely contributed to the lead they've gained. They've just been having some great passing in today's game.
Yeah, and you love to see the Vikings just be really together as a team. It shows the team chemistry this group has and the ability of the individuals inside the group.
Yeah, and if they continue with this team play the rest of their season, they should definitely have a very good season. What do you think they should What do you think they should learn from this game to continue to do good this season?
Continue to just keep composed, because at the start of the half it seemed a little shaky, but then they gained back their composure and they just started attacking more and more, and they started keeping control of the ball, which is what you really need from your team to continue to win games against good teams, which Lincoln Park is a really good team. Don't let the score fool you. They are a really good team, but the Vikings have been just on a different level this game.
Yeah, definitely. I would agree. They just need to make sure they maintain their confidence, I think, and they can have a lot of success.
We have a dangerous set piece now for the Vikings. Let's see what happens from here. Maybe she goes from goal, or or they lay it off. But I think maybe they go for goal here. What do you think, Nate?
I think that she's going to go for a pass, but I was wrong. She goes for the goal, and it wasn't too far off. It was a great shot, to be honest. And, I mean, there's not much to lose when you're up 7-0, so I think it was a good choice there to go for the goal.
I feel like I see the idea there, and I feel like it's a good attempt there, but you should maybe look to pass there. But I would personally also take that if I had the chance to. So I don't knock her for that.
Yeah, I think she just, she wanted to try to get that goal, but hopefully she'll get another opportunity and maybe score a goal in this game.
The Lions try to play it up off the shoulder. The Vikings regain possession near the 30-yard line. Vikings trying to play it out of their half. A bit of sloppy play here, but they regain it, and ooh, that was a nice move there. The Vikings still trying to get the ball in their control, but great move there.
Yeah, and with only about 7 minutes left, it definitely looks like we have another Viking victory here today. And hopefully this is many more to come after this, and hopefully many more great victories like this to come after this with so many goals scored.
The program has had we have another player down for the Vikings, and we really don't like to see this, but we have a player down. Hopefully she's okay and she recovers quickly if anything's happened, but hopefully she can just get up and nothing's wrong. Hopefully she's okay and she can get back to her feet and nothing is terribly wrong and it's not too major or severe. But you can see both teams grouping up, trying to talk over their strategy, trying to see what they're going to do for the remainder of the game, which is around 7 minutes. Um, Maya gets up. She's walking off the pitch, which is great to see, and hopefully she's okay and nothing is too severe. Play's about to restart, and we'll see how the Vikings continue the rest of the game. It seemed like it's gonna end as a Viking victory, which is a great thing to hear. But hopefully, Maya Garcia is great, and there's nothing too severely wrong with that injury. The Vikings with the ball now. Celeste in the midfield now instead of in defense. Leah Jackson trying to play. Takes the shot. Ooh. Giselle Slag with the ball. Straight into the keeper's hands. Keeper boots it up. The Vikings straight away are trying to get the ball back immediately.
Great opportunity by the Vikings here to score another goal, added on to the lead. There's only 6 minutes left. They just need to make sure they keep their defensive composure. It would be great to end this game with a clean sheet.
Yeah, but now the Lions are going through on goal. Let's see how they. Ashley stops the shot. It hits off the post, and Ashley collects it. What a sequence of play there. The Vikings keep their clean sheet intact, but if you're a Lions player, you have to be devastated that didn't go in. But a great save by Ashley, and great pressure by the defense to cause the player to hit the post there.
Vikings back with possession, pushing it up towards midfield. Lions gain possession back at midfield still. The Lions are going to push it up towards the attack. Vikings do a great job on defense again to maintain their clean sheet. With only 5 minutes left in the game, there's not much the Vikings need to do besides play some great defense, which they've already been doing the entire game so far.
The Vikings just need to keep possession and try to not concede another goal or a goal at that, man. But so they can go into the next game with a clean sheet and be very high on confidence after a great win here. The Vikings again attacking, going down the wing. There's a Lions throwing now with 4:20-ish to go.
It's only 4 minutes left in this game. The Vikings are going for another goal, it looks like. Hopefully they can score one. The Vikings with another attack, but the goalie saves it. Oh, the Vikings? Oh! That was a great opportunity there. Unfortunately, we couldn't capitalize on that one, but we're still up 7, so I think everything's going to be okay.
That was an unfortunate, unlucky shot there hitting off the crossbar. But you never know. We could get another goal for the Vikings, but you never know what happens. Three minutes left in the game. It is a Lions goal kick. Let's see how they try to move with this. The Vikings on the front foot again, trying to score another goal. Great turn there. Ooh. Wow, that was a great movement there and a good shot there by Leah. It's a Vikings throw-in with 2 minutes left. The Vikings are still trying to score another goal.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully they can do it and make it an 8-0 lead, which would be absolutely tremendous. I mean, it's been an absolute masterclass by the Vikings today.
It's been a thrashing year. No sugarcoating it, but the teams have been. It's not like the teams haven't been aggressive. The Lincoln Park Lions are trying to score. It's just the Vikings are really sound defensively. And shout outs to our keeper Ashley there. She's also been really good this game, being a very safe pair of hands for any of the set pieces they've had, the shots they've had, and it's great to see to have a great defense and a great keeper behind them. It is now a Lions goal kick.
With only 1 minute left in the game, it looks like the Vikings are going to definitely win this one. They played absolutely amazing today, and hopefully they can carry this on for the rest of their season. A 7-0 win is just something that doesn't happen very often. It was absolutely great display of play today, and I'm very impressed. What do you think about this win today, Mark?
It's been an outstanding win. The clinicalness of the attackers has been great to see. The defense has been very sound, and they've been great at their jobs. The midfield has been creating a lot of chances. The defense as well has been creating a lot of chances with them kicking it up high to the attackers.
Yeah, definitely. Only about 10 seconds left in this game. A great win by Niles North, and they can add another win to their record, which is
Which they're still undefeated, which we love to see. That was a great win there. The Vikings kept control of the entire game. They had a really great first half showing with 5 goals in that first half. And then they added 2 more to seal this half. It was more Lions attacking in the second half, but the Vikings still kept their clean sheet and kept heading forward with great momentum for the rest of the season as they're still undefeated.
Yeah, definitely. And thanks for tuning into the broadcast today. Another great Vikings win. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the Viking Media YouTube, and also click that bell, get the notifications so you always know when there's another live stream happening of another Vikings sporting event.
And make sure to visit nnviking.com for any of our newest events. Have a great night. Be safe.